Hey y'all, this is Moletrap coming at you with another audio commentary. This is a match between Rock and Rumble, and it's part of the OSL, and it appears to be on the map Blue Storm, which is a little bit interesting, a little bit imba, statistically imbalanced against protoss when they're versus zerg, so we'll see how that goes. I'm doing this match partly because I've done a couple matches with the Rock in it, and I always say, oh, the Rock sucks, he's gonna get owned by whoever he's playing, and he sucks, and he's gonna get owned, and he sucks. And then, like, the last couple times I've said that, he ends up winning, which is miraculous, because he does suck. But, so I'm kind of here also to say, okay, well, maybe he doesn't completely suck, even though he does. But we'll see. We shall see what happens in this matchup. Basically, I mean, like, Rock, like, apparently he wins games, and part of why I don't like him is because he's just a freaking... he's like, I don't even know what to say what he is like. Wow, quick pull going down here, 9 pull going down for Rumble, and be interesting to see how that turns out. A lot of times on Protoss versus Zerg, the Protoss is almost always going to fast expand, especially on a map like this, so usually the Zerg will end up getting that hatchery quicker instead of going for the pool, so we'll see how that works. Forge going down for Rock, he is going to scout, so he's going to be able to see that pool probably right before the links come out, so he's going to be able to, excuse me, well, let's see, actually, no, well, yeah, the pool's just going to be about up, so he's going to see that pool right when the lings are going to start coming out. So, he's going to be able to react, he's going to be able to put down a couple cannons, and he's not going to be able to, have too much of a problem with these lings here, which is, it's funny that he actually went for this ling build, this 6-ling build on this map, because it is, I mean, there's only two spawns, so it's easy to scout, and Rock is scouted now. Yeah, there's those 2 cannons going down, so Rock's going to have plenty of defense for this. He might have to pull some probes off to block the gap there to make sure that Rumble doesn't run his lings through, but he won't be too big of a deal there. And yeah, so Rumble knows he's been scouted. He's not going to worry too much about getting a quick lingage in. We'll see. Yeah, he's back to making drones there. Yeah, by the way, a couple of things real quick. First of all, I'm really stressed out these days. Don't bother leaving comments. Oh, don't get stressed. Oh, poor Moletrap. Okay, don't worry about it. But I am stressed, so I'm sorry if, like, I'm not totally on top of this game later on. Sorry about that, but also I'm gonna be so yeah, Rumble sees those cannons going down, sees that Nexus going down, he's gonna start putting down hatcheries here, and like his own lings were keeping him from planting that hatchery for a second there. Finally chases that probe away, gets his 3rd hatchery down. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm probably gonna be cutting back my commentating real big coming up pretty soon. Not only do I not have any time right now, but I've also got some major projects coming up in grad school, and I've got some huge projects coming up soon. So I'm not going to have any time at all, basically, to do anything whatsoever, let alone commentate. So knowing me, I'm probably going to do some games anyways, because even when I don't have time for things, I do them anyways, because that's how I am. But yeah, in general, I'm gonna be cutting way back. So I mean, whereas you can already tell I haven't been doing many games lately compared to I used to doing almost every day. But yeah. So in case you didn't spot that there, Rumble putting down his lair here. Be interesting to see what he goes for with that. Obviously, well, not obviously, but his options are to try and go for some quick air. Or also to try and go for some, what are those things called? Lurkers. Lurkers are another thing that Zerg can get with their lair. And obviously, I mean, he's probably going to go Hydras at least a little bit, but we have seen some bolder Zergs go for Scourges first to try and take care of the Stargates, the Corsairs, rather, and so yeah, Rock finally moving out with a couple Zealots here. I think that's a good move on his part. Put a little pressure on Rumble, make him build a few Zerglings there. so he can't completely devote to just economy. I mean, he saw those hatcheries going down, so he knows that Rumble was trying to build up his economy there. So that was good on his part. Citadel and another gateway. So, interesting. I wonder what we'll see here. We could be seeing, another gateway. I'm sorry, I'm cracked today. And finally some links come out and destroy that probe. That probe was like on an odyssey there. Okay, another couple gateways actually. So he might be, what I'm thinking here, what I was going to say is that he might be going for like a speed zealot sort of rush thing. Go for the +1 weapons and the speed as well, and kind of come out with a bunch of zealots there at just the right time if you can get it in correctly. And it works especially well if the other guy's gone Hydras, and obviously Rumble has not had the chance to get a scout in. Very difficult for a Zerg to scout Protoss in this kind of build, unless you can run an Overlord around behind and get in that base, but then he would basically lose the Overlord pretty quickly as soon as the Corsairs came out. So, those two Overlords nice in a little clump there. And so yeah, Rumble is getting a Spire down, so he's going to have some Scourges out pretty quickly, so he's going to be able to make sure that Rock doesn't take too much control of the air. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, moving your Overlords in the path of the Corsair fire, that's a good idea. I guess he was moving it back over towards his lair, so when the Hydras popped out, they'd be more protected. Overlord's like, I just woke up. Freaking the Corsair! Okay, so he is actually going for the Templar Archives instead, so we might be just going for Templar instead. Well, obviously, like I said, I'm totally on crack tonight, I'm sorry. If he's getting the Templar Archives, it would stand to reason that he would be getting Templar, you would think. He does have the speed upgrade, though, on those Zealots, so maybe he's trying to do a little bit of both here. If he was really committed to the Zealot push, I would have expected a couple more gateways out, though, beforehand. And, wow, Rock coming in here for an attack here, and, wow, he totally caught Rumble off guard. And Rumble has no forces there, and he brings in a few lings here, but Rumble just absolutely caught with almost no forces on the ground. And I guess he wasn't expecting that. And Rock did have those 3 gateways, though, so that was enough, I guess, for him to push out enough troops there. Mutas popping out are going to be able to pick off those Zealots, but not before they do some severe damage here. He wasn't able to do a lot of economic damage. He was able to pull those drones out, and Rumble was able to get out enough lings. But the thing is right now he's having to send in his lings kind of piecemeal, one little bit at a time to combat these Zealots. And so if he had those lings out beforehand, then they would have been able to just mob the Zealots and take them out. And Rock coming in with more Zealots here. There is a Sunken there, but that Sunken's going to get taken out pretty easily by those 3 Zealots unless they run away from it. So wow. So Rumble, though, trying to take air superiority, though, he didn't go for all Scourges. He actually went for those Mulisks. And fortunately for Rock, he went in at a time such that he was able to see that happening. And you see him putting down some cannons in his main to protect against that. Rock doing some significant damage here with these Zealots. Took out a tunneling, and still a random Zealot just didn't get polished off there, taking out drones in his main there. And now the Rock has Templar as well, so as much as... You know what, I would really like Flash to go on in this group, but if Rock wins this game, then he'll be up 2-1, and then Flash would basically have to beat Stork to bring it to a 3-way tiebreaker, which isn't likely. It's possible, but and Rumble going in there and deciding to just get hit by the Corsair instead of attacking there.